Hey guys, welcome everyone to our weekly stream. I don't know if it's weekly though. Monthly stream of a comp game.
Not weekly. Yeah.
Monthly comp game stream with Corruption. Oh, and Snowdog has decided to join us. I had to convince him. You know, he's a busy person. Does not.
True.
Yeah, you have to
True.
pay him to make an appearance. So you should all be excited today. How are you, Snowdog?
Good. Good. Excited for this game. Excited to see hopefully the full 11 games today.
Oh yeah, it is best of 11, and you know, personally, I want to see a tiebreaker. I know that's not an idol for teams playing.
Is the tiebreaker set? Is it a set map for the tiebreaker? What is the tiebreaker?
Yeah, I think it's alternate every week. I don't know what it is. It's Ghost or Proc, but we'll see when we get there. It's a long way.
Well,
from
for the
here.
final for us was Ghost, so maybe
yeah,
semi-final is Proc.
I think it starts from week 1 because they had more round of playoffs, so it might be different for them. They might have Ghost on this week and Proc next, because it goes in round robin.
Okay, so you think Face Clan is going to use the AVRE instead of the Sturm, or what do you think?
Oh, they're defending? Okay, I thought they were attacking.
Yeah.
When I saw this,
No.
Avery, I thought they were using the one play where they placed Avery in the cap against Sin. But look, they are attacking though, so I don't know. Maybe they'll go up. I don't see Avery splash, right? I don't think it has a splash.
Yeah, the guy behind the rock. But if he can play in the Sturm position and force the guy on the rock to play closer, it's an easier reset for the type. But yeah, I don't know. That feels too risky unless they've done a lot of testing. So I don't know what they'll do with it. They do have triple VZ.
I should start the prediction though.
But Immortals does have 2 IS4s, so that probably means more of an A90 or 890 rather.
Which one's the 8? No.
You know? No, pushing 8.9 with 2 IS4s.
I don't remember the grids like that. Okay, that's the 8.9, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is possible. But yeah, I'll just quickly go over lineup here. Corruption. Even though there is not a single player with that tag, but they're honoring the team they played with. They got a Chieftain, double S4, triple CS and a Tehran, and Face Clan with triple V, the type, Avery, CS, and an E4.
No, yeah, okay. I don't think they're gonna contest.
Yeah, Mal just going straight to one lane, you know, with the double CS and Tehran ready for punish. No, not going to one lane, just
dude, Face Clan CS has got
I don't know. Yeah, he will get spotted, and he's not even taking the safer route. They need to hug the border. I think he will get there though. Even the second guy needs to get there. He's not hugging the border. I don't like this when players do that. Like they try to.
He's not lit. He's not lit.
Yeah, because
he doesn't get lit.
Willows and Noodle are not in the right position to spot. Okay, he stopped. Okay, Randy's dead. The questionable plays.
He's full HP.
No, Randy's down to 62.
Oh, Randy. I was looking. I thought you were mispronouncing Randy. Yeah, I don't know. I guess he stopped to shoot the CS once he got lit, but...
No, he was just going up, and he was not that fast as he thought he is. It is a Chieftain, right? And Avery is playing where Sturm played that, and he did manage to shoot that IS4. So that...
So maybe there is enough splash if you line it up perfectly? I don't know.
No, I think it's a direct hit. It's a direct... I mean, it's not a pen, but it did...
No, but for a cap reset, I mean.
Oh, I don't think so. I don't think they can
You think
splash.
you're just playing it there?
Mm-hmm. I think their plan is to take the hill. So, just one CS watching the one line, which is enough because Immortals or Corruption, they do not have the tanks. I mean, they have 2 mediums, but I don't think they can push CS because these VZs will tap anyone who tries to cross the one line.
Yeah. It's hard though. VZs against IS4s, like these VZs will not be able to pen these IS. If they try to get aggressive on these IS4s, they will just...
They have any Avery though, so... I mean, if you, like, IS4 also doesn't have gun depression. He has to overpeak to shoot the VZ. Unless he can hit the hatch.
Yeah.
And,
it's fine for now. This E4 position is interesting. I guess he has he has decent shots on where, like, Noodleton is playing, but... if they start to push down 8-9, I guess he can drop off the hill and play on the inside. But he can get shot from the hill.
And yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Can they not just shoot him from the hill? But I guess they never made a cross.
They have to. They would have to overpeak, and they would. Yeah, I don't think it's worth it.
Okay. So far, 2k HP in favor of Base Clan. Okay, it's a little bit stationary right now, so let's go back to the pre-game discussion, even though the game's already on. So we have lost to both these teams. And I think Immortal Corruption is a little bit favorite here.
I would say so, yeah.
They have won, like recently they won the CTW, they won the Calamity, so they are on a streak, they are on fire, they're confident, they know what they can do. Meanwhile, Face Clan also cannot be taken lightly.
No.
They...
But it does what? Mortal or Corruption is rotating for, it looks like a 1-2.
They are? Wait, they have 3 CS? Okay, I thought they only had 2, so I made a mistake here. So they can push one line.
Ronnie's out here alone. It's gonna depend if how well does the Avery full pen, does the E4 get a pen, do the VZs react fast enough? I mean, Rundy is peaking this, so should know.
Yeah.
Should have as much advanced warning as they want, but he's not looking that way.
He's also like way over peaked though. Okay, he gets spotted, he retreats, ends the shot. It comes down to punish though. Here, they have to kill 2 tanks. Bounce again, low peak.
No, bounce.
Okay, another miss, another miss, and VZ got punished. That is
way too free for Corruption.
Now Tehran's gonna just peek because Tehran penned VZ. Yeah, he penned both VZs, and I think this round will go to Rundy might.
It's rough though. Like ponies, or why is Willows a noodle? I mean, Loki just dies there. I guess Monkey was preoccupied shooting the other side as well. He'll go down. Willows will kill him, but they didn't need to lose a tank there.
Yeah, they have to push the top. They didn't take the top either, right? So now they're basically stuck. They don't have anyone.
Yeah, there's not much.
A reset.
Pushing the VZs, the VZs dumped their clip trying to shoot the cross, and they would have been wrecked trying to push the top. But yeah, now if Corruption wants BCAP, they don't even have anybody K4, so BCAP is free right now.
They're trying to rotate. I don't know, maybe E4 is not rotating?
I mean, they don't really have, there's not much they can do. I guess they can try and push Hill from the backside, but Monkey is already going back to just crossfire them from A4.
Yeah, Willows is going back as well. 5 minutes now, so they do have time.
Yeah, but whenever Corruption wants, they can put a guy on BCAP. You know, maybe they forgot that BCAP exists because whoever caps B, but
yeah, okay. These
it
guys
is
are
completely
coming.
open.
If they kill tanks, right? They needed another tank. They're pushing with 3 tanks, right? They're pushing with 3 tanks, and E4 and Type is not even in the game. They're already. Yep, Randy's gonna come back. He's one shot and he'll still farm. If they had killed Randy there, it would have been huge. Okay, one more shot.
Although they're in like you're in a 3-way crossfire. I don't. Yeah, it doesn't matter. As soon as Monkey and Willows came back, it was over.
Yeah, I think if you have to make the rotation, you do need more tanks. Like, what are those Type 5 and E4 doing here?
Well, they're just slow, right? The VZs can get there a lot faster, but they needed them. But still, you're pushing into a 3-way crossfire. There's no way you can clear out A4. It's their only play, but it's not a play you want to make. And yeah, the triple CS push down one line. I don't think. I mean, their CS had a horrible spawn, but you need more than one CS over here, or you need to cross a VZ down into like G4. I think he's just too vulnerable out there just by himself. They know that it's just him over there, 3 CS against 1 CS.
Yeah, I was just replying to something, but yeah, it was a very risky play for them to just have 1 CS hold on.
1 CS, yeah. That I think was the play, because I think Immortals, even though they kind of set up just for like a standard attack, they always knew with just 1 CS, you know, as soon as they didn't see a VZ cross, there's no way you're crossing an E4, an AVRE, or a Type, so they always knew they had the overmatch on one line, so.
Yeah, as you said, it didn't help that they could not connect any shot to the CS. Like, the only one who did damage was Rundy. He killed a tank, but he was against like 4 tanks.
He did as well as he could have, but VZ's missed. I think they were pushed up enough to where they don't really have clean shots. And then E4 and AVRE, I mean, shots they should hit, but they're across the map. It's
I
Yeah,
also think they should, if
3v1.
since they knew they didn't have anyone on the one line, they should have stacked even the Type 5 next to the other heavies. So if they're pushing one, whatever line they were pushing, Immortal, like the beach, right? Or island,
Yeah.
they should take the hill. After they're done firing, they should take the hill. Because once they have hill, now the game is back in their favor, right?
Yeah, but I think I mean, taking hill, there's two hold down IS4s holding the cross. You have to cross, and Rundy is not living for that long. Like, you bleed a lot going up the hill. You can kill the hill because it's just Randy up there, right? And he's a one shot.
Yeah.
But Monkey probably shoots you from one line as well. Like,
Monkey
I don't.
shot you. Monkey still shot two VZs. That's why
Yeah, well, that's what I'm
Rundy's.
saying though.
Yeah.
They turn their backs on one line to climb the hill. You're getting shredded by IS4's Turan. And then I think the reason why Loki died is because Willows and Noodleton were already aiming hill. They weren't even bothered with killing him. So
Yeah.
those VZs, they would have just been getting shot by double CS as well. So yeah, it was one CS out there is just not enough, I don't think.
Yeah. If they had like another one.
Especially if the other team has three, right? But, yep.
Yeah.
But GG's to corruption.
Yeah. So we're on lineup. Rundy 2400 damage. Mad Max in E4 2 pens. Yeah, 9 shots 2 pens. And on the model side, Chaos in Tehran with 4300 damage 2 kills. Tubbins with 2k, Newell with 16, and then a couple shots from everyone else. So yeah, the game started well in favor of Face Clan. Then they did not, as you said. Once, I think they're like, especially in these small maps, right? Or any map. Once an attacking team knows where the defending team, all their tanks are, then they have a huge advantage. And that's what happened. They knew exactly where the guys are. They knew no one's there. Even if someone was not spotted, they might have thought that maybe there's another guy there.
Yeah.
But,
and I think they even knew, even if the VZs don't get spotted, just based on where Noodleton and Willows were. I don't know if they didn't spot the CS, but I think if a heavy tries to cross, they would have spotted him. So.
Yeah.
One CS on one line, just not enough.
We're ready for round 2. We're leading with 1-0. So we have triple VZ, double bat at a type. Need one more tank.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a Sturm.
Sturm.
And on EPOS, Face Clan side, we have triple QL, double CS, a bat, and an Avery.
Yeah. I don't know, Aviary, I mean, I see it picked by more like, I don't know, how do you say, like lower league teams. But I don't know, what do you think? You think it can work in competitive?
Some maps, I mean, one play made it work in Mines, right? I mean, Sinpick did as well, didn't work though in Proc, but I think on Mines, when you're capping that rock on the right side, I forgot which line it is. Is it 8-9 line?
Yeah, 8-9.
Yeah, and I mean, if you don't have a Sturm, right, he can basically
the thing is like
for way too long.
Yeah, but does he stay alive there better than like an IS4?
I think so.
That's the thing. You think he does?
Yeah.
Why? Really?
Because it's difficult to pen Avery because of that thing, the bulldozer.
Yeah, but most of the time you're okay. I guess it's because Synergy had, I think, a Chieftain trying to reset him, right? Which a Chieftain would have had a hard time penning a side-scraping IS4, but I guess if most of the time, right, you have a Type 5 that's going for resets, and he doesn't care what he sees, he just HEs, so...
Yeah, but I mean, he has to overextend, right? You can back up. I think Sturm might not be able to reset Avery, to be honest. If no one is spotting him, right? And I mean, even if Sturm does splash, I think if they just cap A, they can do it, because Sturm might spot...
No. You don't need to spot him, though. Like, Noodleton just lines up the angle on the rock.
You keep backing up our front, right? So it'll be fine. I think so. I mean, I could be wrong. I think you can still cap.
I don't think so.
Okay,
maybe. I don't think so. You underestimate Sturm.
Yeah, I do estimate a lot of...
See, Immortals, they only have... I mean, they have a bat. on only one medium, but they have Willows here in a VZ, and for him it's easy 2 shots if they were to push 1-2. So this is the difference here. I mean, I still don't really like 1 medium, but you know, Tubbins played here against us. I think they had 2 mediums and they crossed an IS-7 against us, so 1-2 was kind of out of the question. But this position is good. You can shoot the hill if they get lit, and if they try to push the Sturm, you can clip. So.
Okay, so Avery's not on the cap. Do they have the hill? They have hill with 2 CS.
They have hill. Yeah.
Wait, are QL getting ready for the push? What's happening here?
I think so. Looks like Willows. Wow, Willows crossed the river for free from G4 right to G1.
He took one shot.
No, he took that before he tried.
Oh, okay.
So now it's way harder to push 1-2 for them, even though it's only a bat, and looks like they're gonna go for 8-9. I do think doing it with heavies is better, right? Better than mediums. The type is also peeking hill, so they won't take a type shot. The key is Tubbins, though. He has to kind of over peek to clip the QLs if they stop, and he needs the CS on hill need to shoot him if these QLs end up going. Yeah, like right now, I think you can cap safe from the Sturm using the rock. Maybe if you play all the way to the right, but then, you know, you're an easy pen for a VZ or a type from the other side. That's the issue, I think. So, we'll see.
Nothing's happening. 3 minutes. Like last game, FaZe Clan got the initial punish. This time not as much though, they got... Wait. Did Chaos got shot? No, he must have got Avery, okay. The first time.
He might have got shot by the bat once as well, because the bat was kind of on E1. I don't know, I didn't see.
It's only 400 something damage, so I don't think it's... yeah.
I mean, bat can... It's like... Yeah. Yeah, maybe.
Why is there so much difference
HG.
between 2 VZs? Like... the HP, so one was 330, I guess. No, 230. Maybe that was Avery. Avery shot him for only 230. And then, yeah, the other one got shot by a bat or something.
I don't know, maybe he took some fall damage. I don't know, I was not watching.
Yeah, you know, if
like maybe if he tried to come down the little ramp at the spawn, maybe he caught a weird angle, and I don't know. I did not see. I was looking at the other side. Yeah, okay, Noodle gets his shot.
They're pushing though.
Yeah.
VZ's missed, so similar to
VZ's did miss.
Yeah, similar to FaZe Clan. Oh no.
But there you go.
Full pen.
10-5. Full pen and fire.
Yep.
Even though the type was not facing the other side, but the type, yeah, this is the issue. They're all gonna peek the type now. Tubbins should be able to kind of clip for free. Yeah, and even is backed up. It's easy shots from him. They don't have anybody on the hill to punish this, so they're all gonna have to.
If they had one guy on the hill, yeah, VZ is just coming behind. If they had one guy on the hill, it would have been fine. Okay, Loki got set on fire by Avery.
Set on fire. But yeah.
I mean, before they made the push, right? I think if they had a heavy tank, like something over E5, that type would have died more easily, or like he could not peek like he was peeking.
Yep. I think you need to leave tanks on the hill, and then the QLs needed to stop. There's no point, I think, to pushing the Sturm if you're not applying cap pressure.
Yeah.
I think you stop below onto this kind of ramp, kind of where we saw the E4 playing on defense, and you focus on killing what's beneath the hill.
Yeah.
Because these guys have to, like the Sturm and Tubbins or whatever, they have to over peek you, or at least peek to where they can get shot from the hill to shoot you. So, I don't know. But now, again, they're kind of in the same position we were. We trapped on hill.
Well, we specialize in throwing, so we can't compare them to us. But Data is alive, yeah. As you said, like, they're minor things. Okay, there goes Deja. Weister Noodle. Tanks takes another shot. Okay, so they have 3 tanks or maybe 2 tanks and Avery. They push Type 5, but they not even kill him. That was the other thing. I thought they all gonna push behind them, right? And just and
Yeah.
Avery will hold or Batchat will make sure they can't go back. So let's say they all just pushed underneath. That would have been a better scenario because they had a bat on the other side, suppressing anyone to cross back.
Maybe. Willows can play safe there because I don't think that bat was there at that point when they started the push.
Oh,
Maybe he
okay.
was. Like Willows can farm a lot of damage, and I think Loki kind of was towards K4, so they would have taken a lot of damage, but yeah, I don't know. I think yeah, you have to leave tanks on hill because you have to punish. Like those VZs would have got punished, Tubbins would have punished. Maybe you still don't win the trades. Like the type getting a full pen and a fire is like pretty brutal to overcome.
Their VZs
But
miss, right? So their VZ miss. They're like, okay, this looks like in favor of base, and then types like
the QLs
hold
just
my
kept
beer.
driving.
Yeah, types like hold my
The
beer.
QLs just need to stop at this ramp, like H7. They can be semi-hull down, and they just need to go to work.
Yeah.
So, and then I think you can have some tanks engage the type, I guess, but some need to be, the CS especially, need to be on hill farming. The VZs, if they try and repush, Tubbins, I think you can shoot him. Maybe he's protected by the house. I think you can shoot him though. And then if Noodle tries to peek to shoot one of the QLs, you need to shoot. He has to over peek, you need to shoot him.
So. And then I think you can, so I think if I would have done it right, I mean, it's easier said now. I would put like the bat on cap, so there's a cap pressure. And from cap, he can also shoot Sturm when he peeks. Like he has better shots. Then 3 CS up top, and then QL cross and fight whoever the tanks are on the low side. Because if you have cap pressure going on, they always have on the back of their mind. They're like, okay, there's a guy on the cap. There's a guy on the cap. We have to go, even though it's 100 seconds, right?
Yeah. It just depends. You need to have a good enough setup on hill. Like I don't think you can just leave 3 CS because you need to have that crossfire set up on hill. Because I think the VZ's only repushed the VZ's only repushed the QLs, I think, because tanks probably said, hey, they're all peeking me now. There's nothing on hill to punish you, so just repush them.
Yeah, but I think if that's your plan, right? You just have chieftains on hill. Why even have CSs? Maybe just have like 1 CS and then 2 chieftains, something like that. If your plan
I don't know.
is
You cannot send the CS down 9-0. I know that's what we did, but they don't. They're too squishy.
Yeah. I mean, from what we have seen, type QL's also squishy.
Yeah, I really think IS4. I think IS4
They're too
is the way.
slow though. Like they take.
It's.
Oh, I have to go back. I already picked the next map. I would have got stuck in a limbo here.
Oh, it's Westfield.
It is Westfield. So the first map was Corruption's map. The 1420. But that's all end of the game. Well, yeah, because it's a best of 11. Close. Yeah, we have seen that, right? You can be up 16 or whatever, and you still lose.
5-0. Yeah, yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Anything can happen. I don't know. I think IS4, at least one IS4 to take. The type does not full pen the IS4, I don't think. Maybe if he hits it really well.
Yeah.
It's not that big of a gap. You could also do, I don't know, like what Immortals did to us, right? They had the heavy stop in the houses, so that way they're safe.
Yeah.
And then they just
you can
trade.
Cap. Yeah.
But I don't know.
No, I think that's a risky play though. You get punished. Like we kind of messed up there.
Yeah, you do get punished. I kind of like the way I think Synergy did it, right? You move kind of to that ridge, and then you focus on killing what's beneath the hill. And then if you leave a Tehran on cap or your guy's on hill, he can farm the Sturm if he overpeaks. He can help shoot the guys beneath the hill. Yeah, you just need heavies instead of CS, I think. So.
But I think that comes with a risk though. Let's say you go all heavy, right? You have heavies on the hill, your heavies pushing, right? But then if the defending team has 3 CS, they take the hill for free, and then no one.
No, you need you need CS. You need CS.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I was just going back to what I was saying, like have 3 chiefs and then 3 S4, But then you do risk that you won't have the hill, and if defending teams has 3 CS takes the hill, now there's nothing you can do. On paper, at least. I mean, you still have HP advantage, and if your CS is mono CS going up dies.
Yeah. I think you can do it with 2 CS.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think Synergy likes to run Type 5 on attack. So he can take the hits if you have to go down 8-9. But I'm not sure I'm sold on it, but I haven't seen it fail yet, so what do I know, you know?
What do we know? Keep throwing. We can only judge.
T100
But
L,
I do
T100
like
LT.
commentating teams, because now I get to judge other teams, their mistakes.
Yeah, but it's so easy for us to
I
judge.
know, I
Like,
know.
it's
Yeah.
so easy. You're like, oh, how did he miss that shot or whatever? And then you can't see the shot, but it was probably like, a pixel or a snap or something. And yeah, it's easy from above. We don't get the. Plus, it's hard to keep track of who's all been lit, who hasn't been lit. We can see the rotates. Like say when FaZe Clan pushed the backside, right? They're like, okay, we pushed the backside, the Tehran, everything's down one line. Well, we already know that their guys are coming back, and that play is doomed before it
Yeah,
even
yeah,
begins.
yeah,
So,
yeah. I think that's
but
like
it was a
that's a
good
little
rotates
that's
from
getting a little bit ahead of
corruption.
yourself. That's what
Hmm.
sometimes when you're like you lost the tank, you want to push, but you don't realize that you have a slow tank that'll take a long time to get there. So
Yeah,
if they have
but
just
well,
made the push with Type 4 or whatever the other guy was, E4, and then BD came later, they could have won that engagement. To be honest, I feel.
I doubt it because the thing is waiting for the E4. Tehran gets up into A4. Willow sets up. It's still a three-way crossfire you're
Mm-hmm.
pushing into. It's bad. I don't think losing one line and not having K4, so you don't have any resets on B.
Yeah.
That I think is the bad. There was the kind of the misplay there, but both teams going super mobile on Westfield, which I do think is the right strategy.
Yeah, you either win
Willows is
C2 or
going
you just
to
go there directly. Yeah, I think the problem is they have to like spot Willows with something, so he can't just freely shoot,
yeah.
right? Have someone set up that can punish, which again is not easy. It's a Tehran, which
Yeah, but
is
Amor
totally needs a
Corruption
buff.
does not have a light tank though, so
Yeah, so I think
Mad
that
Max here has a lot of freedom.
not
He
really.
can
So
get
here's
on
the
the
thing: they have C2, right? So Corruption has C2. That means they can just do whatever they want. Like they can peek, so they have even more angles for resets from the top, and then the lower angle is
yeah.
covered by Tehran. So yeah, they don't have a light tank, but do they really need it? I mean, they play this scrim 10 times a week. Okay, that's a little bit of exaggeration, but like the spot, right? Once you know where the spot, and that
Yeah,
there
and
goes
there you go. Yeah, that bush is
he did
yeah.
get spotted, but no one was there to punish. Now this chieftain will try, and it will not work because we have done that and failed. You need like a medium or like a bat to be here, but I don't know if Tehran will spot him.
I
Uh,
mean, he can still get up. Willow's the problem is now is he's a one-shot blind fire to the Tran. He still can get on cap without getting lit by Tubbins, but Tubbins will know there are only a few places,
yeah,
right? There are these bush lines that Tubbins won't spot him from,
yeah. But plus Tabis
but
will
again,
just go forward,
they
right?
can
He,
move.
he he can go to next dip as well since
He
they have
can. He
C2.
still shouldn't spot, but the problem is they can send an IS-7 down through the town, and he will get close enough for free using the houses that he will spot out the cap. So this is rough for FaZe Clan already.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, now they want to rotate, but they don't have the HP or the tanks to win C2.
Yep. Yeah, one chieftain and an aviary are not gonna do the job.
You know what they should have done? Now I know what they should have done. So then the light tank was capping. They put an Avery here, right?
Where's here? Right.
Where I mean, watching Tehran. Tehran
Okay.
fires, gets spotted by Avery, gets slapped,
Yeah.
set on fire, dies. Face Clan wins. Automatic
Yeah.
win
I don't
here.
I don't know about these ideas. The Tehran can even be fully safe, right? And that's if I mean, I
When he
guess the light
fires, he
tank
has to
might
expose
expose
when
him.
he fires. That's when he is exposed. But yeah, Avery takes. I mean, it has 300 meter per second shell velocity, but sometimes it feels like 1500 meter per second when they're
It's
shooting
hard
me.
because that light tank, there's yeah, I don't know.
Yep. And that is the problem with Westfield if you don't take C2 immediately. They're coming from
Hmm.
the. Was it this team? Yeah, it was this team, right? That were playing the Sturf strat with us, and they did it pretty well. They should have done that.
Yes, yeah, I do remember
That would
that.
have caught them. I guess after two losses, maybe they wanted to stick to standard play.
Yeah. The only thing I can really think that FaceCam can do is you do put the light tank on cap and you push up. They don't even have like an IS-7 though. Like
Mm-hmm.
you push up something kind of through town, right? Safe from the Turan, safe from Tubbins, but
Yeah.
can kind of spot.
Which they did.
a bit, and
Yeah,
then you're just
yeah.
trying to play off him. Yeah, but it looks like they're going to try and repush Hill,
No,
which
no, no.
this is going to go.
Yeah, I think, but it's not like
This
immediate
is,
pushing. They're bleeding, right? They're Randy gets penned again. JJ is on fire right now. He penned 2 pens, Noodle and Randy. And now these guys managed to get to C2 without taking any damage. Meanwhile, when we push, we lose 3 tanks, and the fourth one is on fire, and then he dies. So I guess
yeah.
they're back to what they were doing. Tanks takes another shot. Netix against tanks. Tanks maybe a little bit overbeat. However, they have to be careful of Tubbins though, right? Mad Max, he's keeping an eye on Willows. He knows he will leave. He knows he's still there. And now the position these guys are in, I think Face Clan can, if they play it right. No, Tehran. Why is Tehran the one being aggressive?
Yeah, I don't know. DCS are gonna go, I guess Monkey gets double tap, but
Yeah, I think if Tehran was just at the back, right? Like he would have,
Tehran
he
missed.
would stop anyone peeking. Why was Destroyer not at A5? Again, easier said than done. Because they're all focusing him, right? They know they're not gonna bounce him, and I think that would have made a lot of difference. And now Mad Max can cap, because if they can just hold it like this, right? They didn't even have to do anything. If they just hold like this,
Yeah, but Willow's is coming behind him.
he's gonna miss. I
You
think
think he misses? I don't think he
Light
misses.
Tech will win this.
He can only back up so
Randy
much
dies
before
though.
Tubbins.
Randy dies. Tubbins not looking.
I mean,
He took out his
Corruption
engine.
are up to 2k HP.
Yeah, but they're also their 2 tanks are not in the game. One's dead. Okay, Mad Max don't one shot.
Yeah.
Again,
I think Monkey will kill him.
Tehran just needs to go back. Tehran, go A5. I'm okay. He can't. The bat that's still alive, and Deja made this push by himself. If he just waited for Avery, right? He may wait for Avery. He's fine. Now Rundy's coming. Now Deja's down to 1 shot. Like unnecessary bleed here. Again, easier said than done. Camo and Rundy coming in to finish Noodle 10.
The bat is reloading still, but he looks like he's too tucked behind the rock. Nexus is just gonna go for it, but he's gonna die for that. He should die for that. He might kill Loki, but he's dead for it. Tubbins will kill him.
No, okay, they lost their first tank. Destroyer. Yeah, I still think that Tehran had a huge misplay. Their tanks down to 2 shots though. If they can kill tanks, Netix.
Yeah. Netix can only peek like this for so long though. Once Willows gets set up in the town, he has the perfect angle on Netix, and yeah, Monkey's just farming up in the back.
Deja might. Okay, what did? Okay, Willows killed Light Tank maybe.
Yep. Yeah, now Netix, if he keeps speaking like this.
I also think Netix, his entire focus was on Monkey, and he bounced so many shots on Monkey. At least that just looked like it.
Well, Monkey can be kind of hold down back there, so.
Yeah, so you don't pay attention to him,
CS,
then, right?
Maybe, but you have to overpeak to shoot anybody else. So.
Yeah, I mean, but you can still shoot his turret. Yeah, he missed again.
Yeah,
Flash making a misplay, and he dies.
Yeah, but this is over.
But I think I did like the push from Ovo though, like very effective, very sneaky push. Did not take any damage, even took out a tank or so. But they were playing with 6 tanks, and
yeah, and they only had 1 chieftain against 2 chieftains and an IS-7. Oh, yeah.
Again, you know that one CS, he made a premature push to kill Loki, right? If he just waited for Avery or the other CS to suppress Noodle, he would have stayed alive.
Maybe, but the AVRE still dies for it. You can't make that push and not die for it. You get crossfired by Monkey, you get Tubbins would have shot you. I think Tanks could have had shots if he, like.
No, he doesn't have to go that far, right? He could have gone to the same position.
No, look how tucked in Loki was. He has to really overpeak to shoot Loki. He's backed up all the way behind in this little rock cubby. I mean, look where his dead tank is. You have to,
I guess.
Should always die for that, but it was closer than I was expecting it to be. I mean, 3k HP, I guess, but that hill push, they made it interesting, but you can't retake a hill with 1 chieftain against 2 already set up heavy tanks and a 3rd chieftain coming. There's just no way. Even though they did get some early bleed.
Yeah, and I mean, it also matters, right? Like, they're fighting chieftain with 10 degrees gun difference, better turret against a CS that has only 8. So CS is good as long as you don't have to fight a chieftain, and then you're like, okay, I'm not winning this game.
Yep.
Okay, DJ in CS 3200 damage, Netix in chieftain 27, Grundy in CS 2600 damage, and then
You know why FaZe Clan lost that game, right? It's because they didn't have a they didn't have a Manticore instead of the LT. The Manticore wouldn't have gotten spotted going into that bush.
no, he never got into
He
the bush. He never got
he
into the
could
bush.
yeah, the Manticore he would have been small enough that his back of his tank wouldn't have been sticking out.
Mm-hmm.
He could have gotten there for free,
I don't know
and then
what
they
bush.
would have
Yeah,
then corruption would have been screwed. Manticore too OP.
yeah. Okay, Taxon R7 3000 damage. A lot more with only 6 shots. Did he set someone on fire? He must have, right? Amorag someone.
Six pens? I
Yeah.
mean 500 a shot. Six for 500 times six is 3,000.
Okay, math side. That is true. Like, yeah, he did way more damage than he should have. Like, he's an I7. He's playing. There's no ridge that he can use, right? He was got seemed like he's the one that's out of position, but ended up with top damage. Tabin and Chieftain 2700 damage, 2 kills. Bullet in Tehran 4 kills, 2300.
Yep.
And Chaos, like, if I'm not playing Tehran, I'll do the exact same damage as Tehran did, so 2332. You can take Tehran away from Chaos, but cannot take Chaos away from Tehran, or something like along those lines.
Up T100 again. It's doomed. You need the Manticore.
Snowdog has some secret obsession with Manticore these days. He's watching too many of Magna's gameplay. Maybe he's onto something. Who knows?
Triple CS, I7. I don't know. I'd be curious to see if corruption tries to challenge the hill.
They'll go C2. I'm telling you. They'll go C2.
Yeah. The thing is FaZe Clan doesn't need to win the hill to win the game.
They
It's kind
do.
of like
They do.
Malinovka, I
No,
think.
you have to
No,
win
you
the hill.
don't.
Because then you send a tank forward and then there's a scap for free. I feel. I think you need C2.
It depends. It depends. If it depends, I guess, if Immortals takes the hill or Corruption takes the hill, looks like they have the tanks to rotate. Because it depends, right? If they take K0, which they might with triple CS, you can send tanks up from the low ground. It just depends how good the punish is. And of course, we learned. I think it was against Immortals. We learned about render distances from K0, or some people learned about render distances from K0.
Only after playing 10,000 games we realize the render distance.
So hey, I was at G2. Okay,
And you still missed.
Oh, I
You
couldn't
did.
even
Oh,
peek.
okay, yeah,
I
yeah.
couldn't even peek. I would have gotten domed.
I still think you can't like go from low side because it's either you prevent the attacking team to not come. What is it? E0 or G0, whatever it is. You have
It
to.
depends. Immortals does have a light tank. I think when we capped it against them in the semifinal of either CTW or Calamity, the one where we had heavy tanks on the cap, like they sent an IS-7 from the low ground. He didn't die. He spotted us. They just bounced the reset shot. So, but again, we were heavy tanks. A
That
light
was
tank
oh
pushed up.
yeah.
Yeah, that was against us. But I'm saying that you can't send them up from the low ground.
Yeah.
But if let's see, who is it? If Loki gets in the cap, it's gonna be difficult to spot him. They're gonna have to rely on blind fire.
Mm-hmm. I think here's the thing though. As I was saying, now I have the grid, so I can tell. You know what Imals are doing, right? They might go for split. They realize that okay, FaZe Clan doesn't have too many tanks, right? They usually go C2 and then rotate, but I think they'll just do a split push. Anyway, I think if you just take this crossing, F0 crossing away from the attacking team, a lot of the teams they're sending light tank to what is this? K7, right? You send a light tank to K7, now those guys are spotted, they can't cross. And if they can't cross, then they can't punish whoever's going for reset for B cap because now they don't have the angle. So I think as O is
Yeah, but this is all easier said than done. I
of
mean,
course, of
FaZe
course.
Clan is gonna have the advantage here because they are challenging K0. I think once you see a Kron, you know that they're going for C2.
Mm-hmm.
And they're not just going to send a Kron up there alone. So you can be reasonably certain that if you have the comp for it, you can take K0, right? Because you know.
Yeah.
So they are taking K0, which is good. If it is just Tubbins over here, he
Okay.
should
Yeah.
get spotted. He
That's what
is
I like.
spotted.
Mad Max. He
And
did.
now
Yeah.
Grundy is going to the to G0. So
Okay.
They do.
They need more punish though, because remember, if you commit too many on 0 line, the other team can just push 2 line. So you have to be aware of that. But yeah, Mad Max
It
has.
depends, but they
Yeah.
have the Sturv at K7. That guy can just farm anybody who pushes. And
I mean, no,
Rundy
they're houses.
stays.
They're houses.
Rundy should really try and stay unlit here. Like
Nah.
if you can get
Okay.
them to push up to you when they don't think you're here, and then you're like surprised. I think if you don't peek when you don't need to, then it's always better if you can get them to
Yeah,
commit into
yeah,
a bad
bait them.
position before
Hmm.
you peek.
But I feel
Better, but
they
they're
don't.
all lit because of
Yeah, I
because of Mad
still think they
Max
don't
and
have enough punish though for these CSs or I7 when they cross. Or they maybe they take one shot. I think they need someone like another tank where that AVRE is. They need like a CS there. If that CS that's sitting
yeah.
at K7, if he's next to AVRE, he can also shoot the cross. Run the fired at someone, low key. Okay, Mad
Yeah,
Max.
well,
Yeah,
corruption is pinging over here. They know that
yeah,
Mad Max is over here, but
yeah,
Loki, he can't get close to him. He needs to come. Well, even from the low side, he takes damage.
yeah,
Mad Max is pushed up here.
yeah. Not in a Manticore
So
though. Yeah,
not in a Manticore.
all he has to do is
Would be
just
doing a
sit
better.
there. Yeah.
Yeah, he does. They know where he is. I don't. They must be. I mean,
So this play
I guess
has
there are a
yeah,
few bushes.
yeah.
The blind fires. Can they even blind fire it? The bridge does kind of get in the way, I guess.
It does. You have to kind of
Ovens.
overpeak.
Middleton tried. They know where he is. It's just, I guess he could be in another bush higher up.
Yeah.
Um, Here I am so paranoid about getting blind fired in bushes, and yet it never see. Okay, there
Oh,
you
he
go.
got
Loki
spotted.
comes through the low side, spots him
Yeah,
out,
he should not have. Yeah, I think he was a little higher. He should have been safe from that side as well. But could
but
have.
he does get out for free because these guys at F0 don't really have shots.
Now
Stubbins has
Tubbins is
to
crossing
overpeak.
though. Okay, there's
Yeah,
780. Another shot.
yeah,
Okay, Tubbins get tracked. Now they're hesitant. The CSS should have
yeah.
crossed. Why did they not cross? Tubbins tracked and dead. Like,
Stubbins dead.
your
Yep.
IS7 is pushing. I mean, and the CS is like, okay, we don't want to push. Let him die. Again, easier said
Yeah.
than done.
I don't know if they lit Rundy or again if Rundy timed it well, but that's what I mean. If I don't know if Tubbins would have gone if he knew
Oh,
Rundy.
yeah,
I
yeah,
guess they
yeah.
have been spotting him. Maybe
Hmm.
he would have gone anyway. I mean, they're kind of again,
They
there's
had
not a
to,
whole lot
right?
of options.
Yeah.
Yeah. Loki though like can get on the cap for free again. Like now Tanks is on the cap, but
Yeah,
they're gonna blind fire. You
yeah,
need to blind fire this destructible building. That should be the first. They should have done that even before. Yeah, okay,
yeah.
now they come in. And Mad Max can spot these guys at any
Oh, he
time. Yeah.
overpeaked a little bit. I think this
Yeah,
run.
but who's gonna shoot him? Who's
Yeah,
gonna shoot him? The
yeah, yeah,
CSs have like horrible shots from F0.
yeah.
He can just do that.
Oh, there's
Oh,
the
they do
shot.
hit him.
I think,
He needs to not go
yeah.
so far to the right.
CS Rundy, like I Rundy 3, he needs to keep spotting this top side. I mean, he did now, right? He should keep
Oh, they're
spotting.
going now. Willows is going.
Yeah,
He's going low. He takes a lot of damage, but so does Rundy over peaking.
yeah. If he was watching from the front, right? Maybe Willows wouldn't have peaked. Maybe they were getting shot by Avery when Lightning was going for reset. I think, yeah, a little
Yeah.
bit of microplay here and there, but
Okay,
still game it
Loki
there.
and Tanks back on the cap, but Max doesn't even need to peek this. Like if
Okay, blind
Nexus gets
reset. Yeah,
spotted.
yeah, blind reset. It's 45 seconds. Why are you going right now, Mad Max? You're
Well, if
the.
he can spot through this bush. I
Uh,
don't even. He could. Loki won't spot him. He'll spot
oh,
Tanks. That's
okay.
the thing. He can't spot Loki, but he can spot Tanks.
Mad Max is.
And
Yeah, okay,
whoever,
blind
yeah,
fire.
yeah, Loki, yeah, yep.
Jeja coming to the low side. Destroy took a big hit from Tehran. I don't know if this play was needed by Jeja
Got
because
this.
he's bouncing and Karan can just clip Jeja. And yeah, why this play was not needed?
I guess
feel.
they got Willow's low HP, so they were like, we can push him, but yeah, I don't
But
know
you know
about
where
that.
the Karan is,
Rundy
right?
needs to overpeak. Well, yeah. They're on fire though. Rundy needs to overpeak and kill Willows.
Mad Max coming. No, just don't kill Willows. Don't overpeak. There's no point. Mad Max takes another shot. They are just giving it away. They had that advantage. They didn't need to do anything.
Yeah, they didn't.
Even now, Mad Max, that's okay. You still have HP. They don't.
He's just lost too much HP though for yeah.
He goes down.
Too much HP for yeah. Nexus is
Avery
spotted.
spotted now. Yeah, Avery spotted. Another
This
shot.
isn't pubs, you can't yeah, aviary armor. Okay,
But
he does get unlit because that tank has camo for some reason.
so here's the thing. I think Oakland was winning. Jeja wanted
Yeah.
to, not give the game away and made a very risky play down the low side.
The low side was a risk, yeah. like he and Rundy can just kind of overpeak from the top, and I mean
Mm-hmm.
Monkey was in a good position to punish, so yeah, they just didn't need to
Okay,
do anything.
they blind fired
But
and kill
Loki
Loki.
dies.
Okay,
Yeah.
Sturv
Now they
MVP.
can't cap. Now they can't cap. Now oh really needs to just chill for Face Clan. There's no reason to do anything right now.
Why can't they cap?
You
Kron
have
one
the
can still cap.
Yeah, but he gets lit easily. Like Loki's the problem. Like Nexus can spot Kron if he needs to.
Okay, he did. He
Like
did.
the
Tron is
yeah,
coming though. Destroyer has to go
Duran can
back.
cap.
Why is this? He's one shot. This is, I always say, if you're one shot, don't be a hero because there are no heroes in war, just casualties.
Yeah, I think
And you realize that if he go back to K2, I don't know if he can. If he goes back there, right, it'll be good for him. Sturv is
he
covering
can't.
them.
Randy will give him a shot, or Randy will shoot him if he goes back. He would
Yeah,
have
I
to
mean not
come
anymore, but like
around.
immediately, Kron
Yeah,
gets
yeah,
shot
yeah.
again. Dodge
Well, what
into
Randy is,
Magger.
if he over peaks the serve definitely has render,
Yeah. No, so here's
but
the
I
thing.
think
If CS was on the corner, right, he could have free shots on Randy, who's suppressed I7.
Noodle is gonna start trading with Rundy. That is the other issue why they lost. They CS lost to us, and now Rundy is kind of a free kill almost.
Oh, it takes another shot.
He needs to back.
Randy
Yeah.
bounce.
He can't even back up that much because tanks can shoot him from the cap.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he goes down. I don't know. This CS and the I7 need to make these guys overpeak as much as possible so your Sturv can help you.
Oh my god. Another low roll on Chieftain. I still blame Destroyer, I mean, blame's very easy to say, but can they still win? HP is even. HP is in favor of O, though.
Yeah, but they have a Mortal Corruption's up on tanks. And you have a
What?
Sturv, which is highly inflexible. It depends. If this AVRE kills Monkey,
Yeah.
then it's really close without
Mm-hmm. Without
the
dying,
IS-7
yeah.
dying.
He has to.
Yeah.
Okay, Sturf takes a shot by Karan. Takes another shot. They killed Turan. Okay, that's good. That's good. They can still win. Just go up. Sturv's on fire. Sturv's on fire. Karan is spotted. Can they shoot him, though? Is there anyone that can punish Karan? They have to go for kill all at this point, right? Because Karan can't cap. Karan one cannot. No, he can.
Yeah, he can.
I can't see the
He can.
time. A little bit of confusion, but I think they're going for kill all, though.
Yeah, well, it's safer, right? All if you don't go for kill all Space Clan needs is one reset, but
Yeah.
does
Avery,
Nexus get the full pen on the Kron?
that will depend. Nexus, you're in Avery. Prove this tank is OP. I think
They have run it in every game.
I can tell you this, that Karan's not killing Avery either. He's not
He
going.
needs to go though, because these CSs are going the backside. Like the IS-7 should know that at least one of the CS is going to the backside, and if Nexus doesn't go, he's gonna start getting shot in the ass. This IS or in in the back. The IS-7 cannot spot. He cannot spot
Oh
those
yeah,
CS.
he had to go. Yeah, Willow's just. Oh, this
He
is.
needs to go and actually, can he be safe? If he can be safe, then it's fine. They could just play for time.
Is he safe? Maybe he is. We don't
I
know.
think he is
Yeah.
safe. Willows needs to keep going zero lined in order to shoot him. He's gonna go up.
Okay,
Yeah,
he deleted Karan.
easy for AVRE. And now it's really bad. The size 7 is like pretty hull down.
Mm-hmm.
Noodleton pens, but still, if they, the AVRE needs to. Why is he driving in the open?
To help I7. But
Just needs to
Dodson does not need help, man. That guy was on
Be
fire.
safe. Don't expose yourself to Willows, dude. Don't get two tapped. Just aim. Oh, Will's the last one. I didn't realize that I7 won that.
No.
He out
Oh,
reloaded.
he died.
He out
I7
reloaded
died.
Noodleton.
Yeah, Noodleton
Oh,
bounced.
really?
I mean, or yeah,
Oh,
he was
no.
behind at that tank, right? So Noodle had to expose.
Oh, was he? Okay.
Yeah, would definitely made the game a lot
I
more
was
exciting than
I
they
was
should have
too
been.
glued.
Yeah.
I was too glued to the AVRE action, you know.
Yeah. And AVRE did come to the rescue. Like, he full penned the Karan, right? That was really clutch. Similarly, I still feel one of the CS, I forgot who it was. If he had just retreated once, you were one shot, right? Make them just stop them from pushing
Yeah.
I7.
That push was a disaster because Willows and Noodleton could not have pushed Rundy with Jja in C or in K0, right?
Oh, I was talking about
They
the
could
second
not.
push. Yeah. Even then,
No, I know,
yeah,
I
yeah.
know, I know. But him going low, suddenly there
Mm-hmm.
was nobody in K0. The Sturv is split. They're pushing both sides at once. He has to watch both sides. And they can crossfire Rundy really easily. Because the Sturv's not in K0, he doesn't have the angle. Tanks
Yeah,
can crossfire him from cap there,
exactly.
so they needed that CS to stay alive and stay in K0, and I think they would have won that a lot cleaner, but
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Anyway,
And then
GG's to
and that's
face
what
cam.
happened, right? Like I think they were up a tank and they thought they will like clean it up quickly. And, mistakes happen when sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the thing
Going
about.
low side like that is
Yeah.
always really risky.
Yeah, I think you just have to maintain the balance when to be aggressive or when not to be aggressive on defense because not being aggressive also can cost you, but being
It
aggressive for
can.
no reason can also cost you. But okay, maybe that's now O can get a few more rounds here and we can see a tiebreaker. Now the score is 3-1 in favor of corruption. Dodging in I7. He played really well. 4k damage. He was very difficult to get penned and penned a lot of shots, despite
Yeah.
having not gun depression. Also, Sturv blind firing Loki on the cap and killing him was
Yep.
also a
Big.
clutch moment there.
Especially because Mad Max kind of lost a lot of HP
Mm-hmm.
for not much information, I don't think, at some points. But, you know, in a light tank, especially when the other team doesn't have a light tank, you get a bit overconfidence, maybe the wrong word, but right, you push your boundaries a bit because you
Yeah,
know you're not as worried about getting spotted. But
exactly. I think Mad Max was dead at that point when Sturv blind fired Loki.
he was,
Yeah.
which was key.
Yeah. Coming back to steps, I hate
Steps.
this map. I can't tell you how many times. I don't know why I keep playing
Uh,
this map, but I have lost on this map a
I don't
million
mind
times.
steps. I just feel like a lot of the strategies are really
Yeah, you just
played
do the
out, right?
yeah. It's just one strat you do again and again, and if you try to do different, sometimes it doesn't work. But yeah,
A lot of times it comes down to execution more than
yeah,
strategies, I think,
yeah.
because yeah, you always kind of know, okay, and at least one IS-7 is going to go over rails. I wonder if a corruption will do two like they did against
I think
us.
it's safer to just do two, right? I don't think one's safe. So
Yeah, it just depends. You're a lot weaker on the B side then. Depends how fast your I-7s can get back and what your plan is for them. I always think it's best to just push the low side with them.
yeah, and then you get the free resets because you have the rock for resets. And as you
Yeah.
said, right? Yeah, steps just
Well,
control
and,
the execution.
yeah. Well, and it's easier if you push the low side and you have guys on top. It's an easier crossfire than trying to push over the top
Yeah,
and losing the low ground. So we'll see. T100 again. No, but no light tank for Immortal or for Corruption. Which you don't need a light tank necessarily. Those IS-7s can do a pretty good job of spotting the A-cap. You know, driving on the rails, especially if there's two of them. You can always kind of have one guy watching C1 while the other guy tries to drive up to spot the cap.
I think light tank's still usable.
I think it's always good, I think,
Yeah.
but you don't need it, I don't think, especially if you're gonna have two IS-7s over the rails.
Mm-hmm. And I'm just saying, sometimes it's just better to just stick to standard. Like this, looking at the face clan lineup, you know, if they only have like two tanks, right? Just push over the tracks, you win. Like you stand with five
Yeah,
tanks, you hug the rails, right? Like don't go wide to get shot by chieftain. You hug the rails, you kill the two guys for free, even though you're lower HP. You might bleed more HP than them, but you still come up on tanks.
well,
And
at that point, you're light tanking cap. I mean, they don't know that Corruption isn't running a light tank, but yeah, once you push out the rails, then you can pretty much cap for free. You do have to watch the backside, you know, if you're
yeah,
losing K line, but you can pretty much cap for free.
yeah. Okay, but yeah, 2660, they're going over the rate.
Yeah,
I'm just saying,
which
yeah,
if you're committing to it, it's not that bad of an idea. I mean,
yeah.
they'll get there quicker than an i7, but it
Uh,
does kind of give away your strategy. I mean, it's
which is, yeah, they could have done with
two
I7.
60s.
And as
Yeah.
I was saying, right, all they need is like a light tank in the mid to spot whoever it is to run to punish, and then you just send it. And again, will that come down to execution? Who hits the shots, right? Who doesn't hit the shots? Then anything else? Because if they're pushing in Tehran, pen someone, right? They're already half health. That could change.
Yeah.
So maybe two
They are
tanks.
sending Willows over the cap as well, maybe to just early spot.
Yeah.
I mean, he can also fight if they push over.
And then
You
you can
know,
just
it's
come
another
back.
gun.
I think you die quickly because once you cross to C1, no one can really
Maybe,
help you.
maybe.
But yeah,
But
face
they do
clan.
have two, and Monkey is set up.
Yep. There is monkey. I don't see it. Okay, yeah. I
He's
mean, he
he's
destroyed all the trees,
pushed.
so that's good, right? He can't get spotted from light tank. He might have to blind fire. I'm not sure if he has the render. Everyone gets spotted from
I think he has. It'd be right at the end of his render, but yeah, Willows is getting out of there, and they're gonna come straight over. But yeah, they need to hug the rails. If they go wide,
yeah. Wait, see.
and they're not going
That's what I'm
straight
saying.
over.
Tehran, does he get spotted? Doesn't look like he's spotted yet. Let's see if he gets spotted here. Maybe Tehran can keep eating them. Let's see. Does Tehran can peek for free here? They were going
I think it depends if Tanks doesn't have optics, maybe. If he has optics, no chance. Even if he doesn't have optics, to be honest, that he's really close. I mean, Tehran, you know, broken, but
mega rotation coming in. What's happening? You're not pushing over. He got spotted. The light tank lost HP. Who penned the light? Bad chat? Loki? There's Loki. No, no damage by Loki. Oh, the Stephens, Randy and Tubbins penned the light tank.
yeah, because Loki's kind of spotting. Yeah.
I thought they were just gonna do the basic stuff, just go over rails, kill them. But I guess they changed their mind last minute.
Yeah.
No, they don't.
And Randy should be able to shoot Loki from where he is. Well, Loki does have a bit of a ridge, so he's falling back. I do think the weakness is B cap. The problem is all your heavies are spotted on A, so
yeah.
It's gonna their Immortals is gonna or Corruption is gonna know long before you get anything over to B that it's a B play, just because you're gonna be unspotted for 2 minutes probably.
Yep. And still, like you put a guy on B cap, he gets free reset.
Yeah, but you have to if they had done it like straight, for example. I mean, it's a Valor and
yeah, with 260, yeah. If you had done it.
And they're okay. Tehran or no? Wait, what? Oh, Tehran did.
Yeah, Tehran.
690 though? HE? That's a big HE.
Let's see.
It would have to be. I don't think you can.
Yeah, 619. Yep, that's HE. Oh, I mean, that's Tehran.
Yeah. That's a big HE. HE, of course, very balanced in this game.
Yeah, I'm just saying, man, make sure
no adjustments.
Just get on cap.
No adjustments to HE damage needed. Well, but the thing is if Max gets on cap, he can try and play the bush and keep that bush in between him and Tanks, but Tanks will just drive along the rails.
As he's driving, right? Like, I think they should have a chieftain here. As he's driving, chieftain punishes him and then he leaves. Now Tanks is in a compromised position, then you make the push on him.
Maybe. Maybe.
On paper, sounds flawless.
I mean, Max, if he spots the Tehran...
He can't. There are too many bushes. They destroyed all the trees. He's not spotting Tehran. In fact, he gets spotted, but... Yes. I mean, if Kiaz gets spotted in Tehran after playing 3 million games, then in the comp, then...
No, he won't. He has the trees knocked correctly.
Yeah.
Middleton takes a shot. I think another Tehran HE. Yep. But again, the Tehran HE plan, it's really, I don't know. You could maybe get a free kill if it was like a 30-minute game, but it just it takes way too much time. I never like Tehran HE strats unless the guy is fully in the open and you can shoot him as soon as your reload is up.
Yeah.
That is the only time in which it works. Otherwise, Corruption is happy to take the trade. You know, you trade HP, but you gain time as your 8th player. You know, so you take that trade all day.
Okay, so now they are rotating now though. 260 didn't manage to didn't rotate immediately.
But again, now like Immortals or Corruption has got to be thinking that the heavies are rotating just because it's been taking so long. I don't know why JJ isn't rotating as well.
I think you need someone to just farm them in the back, but I don't know why Tehran is there though. Like maybe just have leave Tehran there.
Maybe, but Noodleton can still leave for free, and then it's a one tank out of the fight against one tank out of the fight.
Yeah.
You don't win that, or I guess I don't know.
Yeah, that's true. Loki is pushed. I'm just surprised. Look, like Loki managed to stay here for so long. Punish Loki. He has to die. He's forced to reload as soon as he's spotted. If they had a Tron, maybe Tron would have penned him. Look, maybe he'll take a shot from CS. Rundy.
Nah, he's too far back.
Oh, okay. Randy, Valor both coming back for the resets here. Maybe ISM will start rotating. Maybe.
See, and now like Randy is pushed up. He was watching the other side before, but
Yeah.
now they know Loki gets them the early info, and now it's like, what are you gonna do in a 260?
Yeah, and you can't even cross this because you take a Tehran hit, right? Like this opening is just brutal. You take a Tehran hit, again lose a tank. And that's what I was talking about. This takes another shot. Like they didn't have a Tehran at the high ground. Like they could have led those chieftains, right? But yeah, they're running out of time, so they're in pressure. Now the Batchan and CS will come from the low side for free and get resets. Rundy is coming from the mid. Tehran and Jaja still out of the game. I'm not sure what's happening. Maybe they're still. Like CS has the noodle suppressed though. Chaos gets
yeah, I mean the
spotted.
Batchat and the CS. Where did the CS even go? Oh, he's going icy. Yeah. They're gonna try and crossfire Tubbins and Randy, but it doesn't matter because Willows and Loki are just farming here. Yeah.
Noodle takes another shot. Chaos takes another shot. If maybe they kill Chaos here. Chaos 2 though. Yes, will get one shot. No, Chaos gets in cover. Noodle takes another shot. What's the HP like in favor of corruption?
Yeah, it's like 2k. Yeah. Tank should die here for free. I mean, they shouldn't lose a tank. They'll lose HP, but they shouldn't lose a tank.
They should retreat from the other side though. Do they have? Yeah, they only have 2.
Yeah, but it's. I mean, they're down 2 tanks, even if they kill tanks, and they're Monkey can just Noodleton can just farm them. Yeah.
And that's the key. Like when you're pushing, you need to hug the rail. Like why go wide and take shots? Just hug the rail.
The thing is if you hug the rails, the IS-7 can stay hold down
that's fine.
For a long time.
You go here. Yeah, you still take shots, but you hull down even from the other side. You hug the rail. You keep going like this. No one can shoot you.
You're not even safe hugging rails, to be honest.
You are.
Where Monkey is? No, you're not.
Oh, you are. 100%. Okay, not 100%, but like very confident.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe in an IS-7, not in like a Chieftain or
IS-7 or 260. Yeah.
Not 260. 260's turret is too tall.
Yeah, Chaos managed to shoot the other Chieftain as well, so he shot Destroyer when he came in, then he shot Dodge and he was overwatching, I think. That's when he got spotted. I might have missed it. But yeah, Steps defense goes to Corruption. Chaos with 46,700 damage, 2 kills. Loki and tanks with about 2,500 damage. Yeah, not much damage from the Face Clan. That's why there was a huge HP difference. And I think that's what happened, as you were saying, right? Like their plan was to kind of wait 3 tanks, maybe with the IS-7s. I still feel like if they've just set it over from the beginning.
If you pick 260s, you have to go over. Like, there's nothing else you can do. You cannot delay push the other cap. I don't think your tanks are just 260s just are not strong. Like the only reason you pick 260s over IS-7s in my mind is the speed, and you want speed to get to A line. I guess you could rush B early as well, but it has to be a rush play.
Yeah.
Otherwise, why not just pick an IS-7?
Okay, 4-1. It's first to 6, right? Corruption needs 2 more wins.
Yeah.
And Face need 5 more wins. Is that right? Yeah. And they start a recovery. All they have to do is like tie on steps, right? And then win both games in their map. I think next map is their map. And I think they've banned Muro and the Arctic region. I think Immortals banned Arctic region and Face Clan, they both banned Muro. models already. The light tank. Chieftain, Valor, Tehran, Bat, yes. No duplicates from them. We're on the other side, Face Clan, going with double I7, double CS, Tehran, Chieftain.
I mean, pretty standard lineups out of both
And double
teams, wouldn't you
Chieftain,
say?
yeah.
I mean, the Valor is kind of like a why not just run a Chieftain, but it's not like not a bad pick.
So no light tank, if the tank team is light, they can cap A easily, I guess, or relatively easily.
And they can try, but again, if you send two IS-7s over the rails, Nexus is gonna knock kind of the same trees. I wonder if Monkey will try and blind fire him.
From that many, you can try, but there's so many trees. Oh, he hasn't destroyed all the trees yet. He needed some help from someone else. Like one of the mediums could have helped him.
I mean, those forward trees, you can't. You need to sit towards the back. That's why I think blind fire is more viable, because you would need to be able to shoot over the rails.
Yeah.
So yeah, camouflage. He needs to hug the rails.
Yeah, he has to watch towards. Okay. No, he doesn't have to hug the hills. He's in the wrong spot. He has to hug the right side. Like that. This is the spot. Yeah, he is in a complete. Yeah.
Free peeking him.
Yeah, now he doesn't know where to go. Like he had to be here, and I think that just cost them the game. You can't go right. They're trying to fire I7 and camouflage. Like, okay, I'll just go forward maybe. I think maybe he's safe because dodge and.
He's just gonna be permalit though. Loki can just spot all of them.
Okay, he's unspotted. No, it wasn't Loki. I think it was. He spotted.
Oh, it is Loki just drove down, but he can just perma-sit in that bush.
Okay,
and there you go. Yeah, if you're where the dog is in the S7, you need to use the house to keep you safe from the Tehran at all times.
Yep.
Very balanced. Got turret punched. Probably had side turret. Fairly like side turret.
I think he's all okay. Tehran, did he get spotted? Yep, he gets spotted and he gets deleted.
Yeah, Loki's just sitting there if the Tehran makes the mistake. Monkey didn't, but that's what I meant, right? If he gets a little anxious or moves out of the trees, he's just dead. Yep, GG.
And I think it was just like a domino effect because camouflage did not go to the right spot. And then on the backside, Grundy is dead now.
Willows is still just taking no damage, peeking C1 in a CS. I mean, you don't have render where if you're Mad Max, but he's peaked. Like you have to blind fire him. The rock does not protect him when he goes up to peak like that.
Yeah, we're on the backside.
All right, well let's see. I think Monkey's gonna try and peek this guy, so we'll see if he gets lit for it. And he doesn't. I don't.
See, I told you
you
don't get spotted. You never believe me.
But it depends. Like I don't know if the IS-7 has optics. I think if the IS-7 has optics, I don't think you can do that. But it's over anyway. Losing your Tehran for free and then letting us see a full health CS. I mean, Willis took no damage. Oh, he just took a shot. Just free peeking from C1. That should not work. If you don't get punished, no reason not to keep doing it, so.
Pretty flawless execution from
Corruption. Yeah, great execution. Great execution. And again, Loki just being in that position, he's kind of where Mad Max was, right? But the difference was Monkey stayed with the bushes and trees in between him and the light tank, and I think Nexus got a little move forward out of his tree and gets slit. Yeah, I don't know if he had fired if Loki would have spotted him.
Maybe he did. I think they just panicked a little bit when Camo was just dying, right? He was not in the right position. Like, it's just 1 foot away, right? But that's the difference. If you don't go to wrong position against an experienced, or right position against an experienced team, you will die. And that's what we see now here. If you just stayed played here, think would have been fine. Maybe take an 80 shot or something. And I still feel that's why the other I7 had to be. It was like, okay, my I7's dying. What do I do to help him?
I'm not sure though. Like if they did destroy the rail cars, if maybe that gives Monkey a decent enough heat shot to get to pen an I7 in that position. You know, like with the rail cars destroyed.
Oh, he didn't
I'm
pen
not sure how
I7
safe.
though. He didn't pen a Camel though.
I know, because he was just shooting the other one. But
yeah.
with the rail cars destroyed. Well, because Camo also never went over to the right, so he was.
Yeah.
If he's up against the rails, Monkey can't pen him. But I mean, yeah, letting a CS do 5k damage from C1.
Yep. Will single-handedly carried the game, 4 kills, and then
Yeah.
Chaos and Tehran doing Tehran stuff, 3,600 damage.
It is very hard to win.
Yep,
If you let somebody do 5k in a 7v7.
Yeah, and then a little bit unfortunate from Mo side. Made a small mistake that cost him. So now, of course, 5-1 corruption, one step away to reach the finals.
Who do they play? The winner of 1 and NVI?
Yeah, I think they play tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah, we're model side. Sorry, base side. They have picked their map, and it's Malinovka.
Interesting that they went with an open map. I kind of thought they would go for a smaller map, you know. But I thought we might see Himmels or Ghost Town. Instead, we see one of the worst competitive maps in the game.
It's not worth. I don't know why you guys hate Malinovka so much.
It's what do you mean? It's a horrible. You think it's a good competitive map?
Okay. Why do you think it's? What's wrong with it? That's so bad. I mean, it's okay.
I think it's just way too open, and I think it's really hard for I think if the defense is played correctly, I think it's kind of like Westfield. I think it's really hard for the attacking team to win.
Both teams on defense won. I think the more you explore, you find the angles.
Without misplays, I think.
Okay.
No, that's what I mean.
In Westfield. Oh, okay. Defense won, right?
Westfield,
Okay,
both defense won. I think, I think Malinovka is the same way. I think capping the low cap or the north cap is really, really difficult. Even if you win hill, that's the thing. It doesn't matter if you win hill. You don't. This isn't a pub match. You don't need to win the hill to win the game. And then, yeah, you can stick a light tank on the south cap, but the problem is if he's capping, the other light tank has free reign in the middle, and he can bush up and shoot him, and be pretty safe doing it. So.
Okay, let's see what FaZe Clan. This is their opportunity. They cannot make any more mistakes.
Yeah, I'm hoping they have some like banger Mally strat that like breaks the meta.
They picked Leopard.
Good. Leopard, and let's get a Manticore too. Like we could make competitive great again.
Why not CS? Why Leopard?
It's better. It's better tank. Better reverse speed.
Oh, it does not have any armor. Again, I think that's this.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe he accidentally picked Leopard. I don't know. They have the other CS, right?
I don't know. I hope I hope they have some insane strat that you need a Leo for, and it like breaks the Mally meta, and gives us something really interesting. But we'll see. I don't know. Malinovka, it's hard, right? Because there really aren't that many positions. The whole map is so open. A lot of it is completely unplayable, position-wise. So we'll see. Corruption, no. Oh, they're attacking. Never mind. I was gonna say no Sturv. I know they like to run Sturv on defense, but and no Tehran.
Chaos benched.
Chaos benched. But light tank, triple CS, double I7 VZ.
Okay. So they do have a leopard. I don't know. Maybe it is the intentional play. Double I7
Yeah.
VZ, leopard, double CS, light tank. And over model say triple CS, double I7 VZ and a light tank. Both teams very similar light lap, except a CS being swapped for a CS being swapped with a leopard. Still wonder, is that intentional? Are they going to the hill? No. Okay. Corruption's attacking. I thought they were defending.
Nope. They're attacking. They are going to take hill.
Mad
So
Max has been replaced by JJ's G100LT. So I think it comes down to the battle between G100LTs. They do take the other side for free. We just kind of hold.
They do, and this is going to be the key. Like, Corruption is going to put tanks on BCAP, and they will have punish on those IS-7s because they have to overpeak to get resets, so they will take damage. It just depends how fast can Face Clan win the backside.
Well, I mean, they don't take punish from hill if they just peek from the left side. They only take.
They don't, but okay. I guess in Immortals or Corruption is leaving nobody at the church because you can get shot from like A6, right? And the church if you peek the low side, especially in an IS-7, you have no gun. You don't have gun.
Okay, so here's the thing. So, Corruption can just run back, and these two
CS
are being very aggressive. I think if they take eight, I don't know if even they can take because they can just YOLO back. Like this CS better not die because tanks is coming back. He is spotted. And if they just send everyone back and these CSs are like just stuck, and I think that's what's going to happen.
They needed this,
They are sending it. Tanks, yeah, he goes to A3, A2, right? And then they're in a cross. CSs are coming in as well. And again, these are premature aggressive plays that were not needed. Yep, Mad Max takes a shot. Just leave. It's fine. Both CS should just leave.
Then you just go on the lake.
Yeah,
get down, get in the lake, and get out of here.
Yeah, they don't have anyone covering. Okay, the good thing is only 4 tanks are pushing. Loki takes a shot. Noodle and Willows are just sending their CS. Loki takes another shot. They might die.
Why, yeah. I guess, but
Willows just come
Loki
and ram.
gets set on fire. Loki's dead, but
okay,
this should just be Noodleton just rams that guy, but
Loki's one shot.
Easy. Yeah.
Who is winning? I can't tell.
I mean, Corruption, right?
Okay,
Rundy's gonna die and JJ's gonna die.
No, Rundy's alive. No, he's dead now. Maybe JJ kills Noodle. He kills Noodle. JJ, just run, JJ.
Okay.
Leopard was coming to help, and that's the thing. I don't know what Leopard can do. He's not spotted though. HP in favor of Face Clan. Tanks not in favor of Face Clan. Leopard gets spotted, and okay, he takes one shot, managed to get it covered. JJ is continuously spotted. He wants to run. Leopard takes another shot. You are spotted. Why are you trying to fight a CS? Jaja unable to escape. Leopard takes another shot. Yeah, but he's not even waiting to lose a spot, though. That's my issue here.
Well, yeah, I don't.
JJ brawling with CS. Like Willow's just using the death tank, shooting without getting enough punish.
They're gonna get flanked here by Loki and Barcode.
Yeah, they're coming. I think that's gonna be it.
HP even. Again, they lost. Even though HP was even, and like Loki is so close to dead. So you think like about 2 tanks for 2 tanks. I mean, Face Clan lost 2 CS, or Corruption lost, a light CS.
If JJ escapes and goes spot the backside, it's fine. Come on, JJ, you are the hero. Need right now. Leopard, you also needs to create distance.
Yeah, the Leo needs to go to like J5.
Yeah, because he's gonna get spotted by light tank and die. JJ needs to just watch the backside. He is doing that. His 6th sense is going on. So, okay, it's winnable now, only because Light Tank managed to escape and Loki's one shot. So if this light push up somewhere...
Loki's one. If Loki dies, then it's... But Matt and JJ is alive, then it's good. But these CS are going to get all the way through the low side.
Okay,
and if this would be bad timing.
I don't like these plays, being super optimistic. I mean, we all do that, right? I mean, easier said than...
And he should die here. Yeah. Marco kills him. Yep.
Like if someone's not spotted, you can't expect to take a side for free after a certain...
The CS just needed to kind of just hang around like E1 or something. There was no need to go... They did have Corruption trapped kind of in that top corner, but it doesn't matter when they can just,
Or maybe if you want to...
everybody off.
If you want to send a tank, just send one tank. Like have one CS where they were, right? And then the other one could be like E1, D1, shooting the cross, right?
Yeah. They could have put one in D5, like where Nexus is. Although moving heavy isn't bad there either, but then you need them. You need it to where they can't just be, and the light tank needs to like bush up and start just spotting the hill so that they can run in plenty of time. Like that, yeah. CS got a bit over anxious, I think, and yeah. Now Nexus is an easy kill, and these IS-7s don't even have an overmatch on top of the hill, and they're gonna get shot in the
They
back.
should have maybe left. Just leave one IS-7 there. Other one should have left. They stayed on the rock for way too long.
Yeah, but what can they do? Again, it's Malinovka. The whole area is so open. There's so few safe positions.
Go south with the light tank. The light tank was pushing. Get into position where you're on the A cap. Leopard
Yeah,
should
but
have.
then they
Leopard
just
moved
push
back.
down.
Yeah,
They
Leopard.
just push
Leopard.
down and take the rock. Yeah, but then they can just cap B for free. Again, it's kind of like what can you? They can make a play, but I don't think there's any coming back from losing 2 CS like that. Unfortunately for FaZe Clan. But good calling and execution from Immortals again. Realizing like, okay, we're all kind of up here. They have CS on the backside. You just push and kill them.
Yeah.
It's free.
And not to Willow's carrying again. I mean, not to mention, right? FaZe was under pressure. Like you're 5-1 down. It's like the pressure's on to you. Like you're afraid to not make mistakes. Also,
they had kind of all the cards. To be honest, with how much map control they had, they needed the light tank to be forward, not the CS. And
yeah, if the light tank was up there, yeah, you could have escaped.
Slow pick that. So, yeah, GG's to both teams, but a pretty good display from Corruption, especially making the right plays at the right time, making them quickly, and executing them well. So,
yep.
That was the difference.
Yeah, congrats to Corruption. Willows, yeah, I was saying Willows in CS again, 4,700 damage. He's going wild for the last couple games. I mean,
yeah,
723 damage in a kill. I guess he was up top. And then everyone else doing their job on Immortal side or Corruption side. While on the FaZe Clan, Leopard, even though I was a little bit questionable, he did the most damage.
Yeah, see? Leopard best. Leopard Manticore comp win.
Yes. I thought he did it more because one of the tanks got set on fire. Oh, it was Loki. He got set on fire
Loki
and
got
then
set on,
survived. Maybe if he
had
died.
Leo set him on fire.
Leo set him on fire?
Maybe.
I don't think so.
I don't. Oh, okay.
Maybe. Yeah, I wasn't paying attention either.
Maybe it was the VZ, but because yeah, Loki kind of went in there. I think he was the first. Like he wasn't waiting for his CS. He went straight for him. But I mean, those CS were not far away, and he didn't even die. So
yeah,
those CS, that position is really bad because they had hill as well. So as a CS, you kind of can't. They could not go anywhere. You get shot from hill trying to leave. If you try and leave through the right side, so you had to go left, back down into the lake, and have your Leo try and cover you. But still, I think then Corruption, they know the CS are in the lake, they still can just take down, they retake all the map control you took. They send Loki down the one line, CS down the one line, then suddenly you're in the lake, and you never want to be in the lake. So.
Yeah, and yeah. But yeah,
CS has got overeager, but it was all in all a good series, but yeah, I mean Corruption.
They were the favorites coming in.
Most of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but still, one thing to be the favorite, it's another to
execute it,
execute the part, and look as good as they did doing it. So.
Yeah. Okay, that's for now. Thanks for watching, guys. Wait a second. I was gonna do post-game interview. I forgot.
Oh, who are we interviewing?
I don't know. The winning team.
I mean, Willows was the carry. But I mean, I don't know. You can interview whoever. I didn't come prepared with a question though. I guess what maps were the closest? I guess the Westfield ones.
Yeah, I think Westfield that's the one FaZe Clan won, and then that was also it was still very close though. Yeah. I ping them. I don't know. Maybe they're like, we're too busy to actually play. It also depends if you watch the Discord, right? I think once you finish the game.
I mean, yeah, it was a best of 11. They're probably pretty tired.
Yeah.
Like I know after like or even after like a 7-game series, if it goes the distance, like I don't want to play anymore.
Yeah, you are tired regardless of the result. Even if you win, you're like, okay, I'll just relax, go watch the replay.
Yeah.
Wait, Willow's typing?
Willows?
Okay, they're coming.
Yeah. I hope you have a question because I got nothing.
That's fine.
Okay.
Just okay. I have a little wet tub in, and then it'll join. So yeah, stick on a little bit longer for post-game interview for all the secret strats, or I mean insights. Where is Tubbins? Okay, where's Tubbins? Okay. Or is it in case people leave? Hey Tubbins, I don't
get him in here.
Yeah, I don't have him added. You can invite him.
Yeah. Well, that's not very
Dude,
nice.
double
Gavin,
post, double interview.
Yeah, that was true. You guys finished up the series a little too soon, so we have to spend more time with the interview. Getting all the
Gambit needs more stream content.
it's a lot easier when you win the first 6 instead of the last 6, right?
It is.
Cool.
Yeah, first of all, yeah, GG to both teams. I mean, congrats to you for winning, dominating the series 6-1. You were looking strong from the start, but I have to say, Willows, that last 2 games you were going wild. You were like hitting shots, not taking any damage. Did you just have
Willows
I was feeling it the last 2. Yeah,
playing pubs.
I was feeling it. I don't know. It took me a few games to get in, but yeah, I felt like I was on fire by the end. You know how it is. It comes and goes.
We had a list of that in the party.
Yeah, I mean, if you're just outplaying the I7, right? I mean, he went to a little bit wrong position, but if you're just farming him, right, you know the game's over by that point, that there's one guy who's going to die for free. So, but what do you think? Did you think you made any errors that you would have improved on, or what do you think your best game was? Or how was the overall environment?
I mean, I feel like, well, with the I7, I think he was slightly out of position, made my life easier.
Yeah.
Normally should be able to farm an I7 and a CS there, but he looked about. It just looked like they were in 2 minds. They wanted to put 2 I7s up front, and then suddenly they wanted one behind, and I was there quick enough to catch him in the middle of it, pretty much. What we could have done better, we blew some HP sometimes, normally on 1 tank at some points, or like pushing Tubbins in on that Mali game. Is it Mali?
Westfield.
I think. Yeah,
Westfield game.
Yeah,
only somebody told you he was gonna die.
Yeah, no, I also am surprised.
Yeah.
You were pushing, right? I guess that this comes out, everything can't be perfect, but the CS is just kind of stopped there. They're like, okay, Tubbins, you go take the shots. We'll still stay at the back. I think that was the only misplay there, or in the entire series.
But the idea is we knew the light was there, right?
Yeah,
and
yeah.
We knew that if the light stopped lighting him, then he could probably have a way in. That'd be easier. So when we spotted their light, we were like, well, let's go for it. And yeah, it still wasn't good enough. We should just push the CS or waited for a few mins, made him think we're going the other side, and just play someone there. Like, you broke it down eventually. If we had Tums alive, probably win the game, right? But we didn't.
They almost gave it back to you when I think they tried to repush you and Noodleton with the CS. They tried to come low on you, but that didn't go so well.
The position's really good once you're in there, right? So like that CS tried to push us. That was a mistake from them. They lost their light tank doing that as well, and suddenly the game was open. Yeah, it's harder if they don't do that, and they probably wouldn't do that if they didn't take Tubbins out to begin with anyway. So it swings and roundabouts.
Yeah. I'm curious on the last round, when you had everything on top of the hill and you noticed those CS were starting to come behind you, did you think for a minute that you guys might be trapped and that with no map control, or you knew those CS were kind of pushed up too far with not a lot of support, and it was an easy call to just send your mediums back to just take them out with crossfire from the hill?
Well, firstly, we didn't know that there was actually 2 CSs there. There was only one that ever got lit. So we just thought it was a stupid position to be in, and you can't get farmed from that many places. And they already had heavies that couldn't shoot where we were going to go. So we were like, well, let's go and get stuck in on them. I think it's kind of one of those plays you get in the groove of things after a few games. You kind of just do it, and you know it's right, sort of thing. Well, at least when you have open games.
Yeah.
I felt like that, but yeah. Tubbins, you anything to add to that?
No, not really. I mean, I didn't expect them to have we actually planned on them being on the outside. I think that's why we tried to go into the middle and kill them.
Right? Yeah, maybe that would have worked a little better for them.
I'm not gonna lie to you. When I was on top of the hill and I saw those tanks get lit up on my screen, I was like, we lost.
That's what I was
I
thinking, because
was
you guys
like,
really had no map at that point, sending everything up. But I mean, those CS Mali, I guess it's big enough, and there's not a lot of angles, and it's hard to support. It's hard to hold the rock and also support the backside well enough. So the
Surpri-
call was perfect
Surprisingly,
to come and
both.
repush them.
Yeah, surprisingly, now the team decided to play Chieftain either. I guess I7 is the better tank for Malinovka. I guess that's what we have figured out.
I mean,
Yeah.
it kind of just seemed like, I think after we were up a few matches, they started like putting the map and trying to play on both sides of the map at the same time.
Yeah, I think that's
Right?
the risk.
So
right?
it didn't.
Mhm.
Yeah. So it wasn't really. We were kind of just like, all right, and we'll take the fight. Like even when I was playing on steps, I was like playing super safe, not to get hit by a Tehran,
Mhm.
right? And then I see the Tehrans all the way on the other side of the map.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I think that on steps
Yeah.
when they were attacking, they were kind of bleeding you slow, but they kind of running out of time, and the pressure got to them.
It's funny you say that. That's like 80% of competitive nowadays is playing super safe from a Turan that may or may not be
yeah,
there. You just never
it's a
know.
scare factor, especially in a scrim. It's not really that big of a deal, right?
Yeah.
Like in a
Yeah.
match, like you don't want to be the guy
Yeah.
that eats
No,
1,000,
no.
and everybody's like, oh. You
Yeah.
know, like you don't want to hear it from everybody else.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I am surprised Monkey. I mean, at that point the game was over, so he could have done whatever he wanted. But Monkey free peeked the IS-7 that was pushed forward at C1. I'm curious if he had tested that and he knew he could do it for free and get away with it, or if that IS-7 maybe didn't have optics, or he was just ego challenging him, or what. But I mean, he just free peeked C1 in a Tehran and shot the IS-7 at B3 or whatever.
I mean, I'm not
There's
gonna
like a
lie,
small
like,
bush.
yeah, but
There's
I
a
mean,
bush.
like,
Yeah.
we kind of just let Monkey play, and it seems to work. So I don't question what he does.
Yeah.
I just let him go, you know.
Yeah. No, but it was good. Okay, you guys are definitely on fire. You won the CDW, the Calamity, and now I think it's one versus MBA. They play tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken, right? And you'll be facing them next week.
Yeah, who's
Right.
streaming? Who's streaming that?
I think Tankler is. I don't think I am,
Okay.
but yeah, I don't know about the final. Probably I think Tankler and Brewer, both of them will be. But I think if you beat, because I know they're up in Calamity League, right? So if you beat them, that'll exert total dominance by Immortals. Even though you were playing in a corruption and no one had the tag, so that's a little bit questionable.
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah, well, we kind of that other tournament was kind of
Yeah.
tag locked, right?
Yeah.
So it kind of switched everything up. But I mean, we'll see. Last time I think one kind of got the better of us. Last time we played him,
Yeah, in the league.
it's always it should be a close.
Yeah, I think when you play
Yeah,
them, you
because-
can't get overconfident. You know what happens, even if you're up by 5-0. It's very easy.
I'm
to
never
throw.
confident, man. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they're long series. It's kind of
Yeah.
like obviously just playing you. Like some of these can go really long.
Yeah, but
It's hard to keep your
we know
focus
that.
the whole time.
yeah,
A long series, 5:30 a.m. in the morning.
yeah, especially for your
Where did that come from?
EU guys, right? I
Yeah,
know.
hopefully the one match starts at an early enough time. I mean, it's EU, so I guess no 9 p.m. Eastern starts, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for the interview. Yeah. If you.
Congratulations.
Oh, anytime, guys. Thanks
Nice
for the
to stream, guys.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take
Guys have a
care.
good
See you
rest
guys
of
in
the
a bit.
day, and
Yeah.
enjoy your holiday.
Yeah. You too.
You
Catch
too.
you again later.
Happy Easter.
Peace.
Yeah. GG. Hey, that's it for us, guys. Our first post-game interview, so we're not all very prepared, but still, we get better from here, hopefully.
I mean, we were pretty professional.
Yeah, it's totally professional. Okay, thanks for joining, Snowdog.
Yeah, no
Stop the
worries.
stream, reboot, play some pubs, hopefully. I'll catch you in a minute.
Even though I was last choice for commentator.
Backups of backup.
Oh, he doesn't pick you right away, huh?
No, he messaged me like 10 minutes before stream. Everybody else is AFK. Can you commentate? And I was like, yeah, fine.
Oh,
I'm not
you're
doing
pretty
anything.
good. Are we still on stream?
Yeah, still on stream. Okay, I'll just stop it. Catch you guys in a minute.